With a lot of ancient cultures, we focus on the kings, the aristocratic elite. But that makes up such a minor percentage of the population. I want to know what I would have been drinking if I went into a pub 1,100 years ago. My name is Travis Rupp. I make really old beer.
Travis isn't your everyday brewmaster. He and his team have put a spin on craft beer by taking a look back in time to brew ancient beers.
When we produced the ancient Egyptian and ancient Peruvian beer, I made them as close as I possibly could to exactly the way an ancient beer would have been produced, and they turned out quite well.
In ancient times, beer was traditionally brewed in clay pots. There was no carbonation, and the beer had a very low alcohol content. While Travis brews his beer using modern equipment, he meticulously adjusts his recipes to include ingredients used thousands of years ago. Turns out, ancient beer is surprisingly delicious.
It is often presumed that the beer they drank was very gross or unpalatable because we want to presume they're just dumb and don't know any better. The ancient Egyptian beer, it's one of my favorite beers to drink at the end of a long day of work. One of the biggest challenges really in doing beer archaeology is really defining these recipes. And brewing ancient beer on a modern system is very, very challenging.
Ancient beer has some unusual ingredients, such as baking yeast, juniper berries, and mugwort.
It's constantly thinking outside of the box. How do I bring in all of these elements and ingredients, but how do I still mimic the steps?
In order to prepare for his next brew, Travis spends 3 to 4 months researching ancient civilizations.
The beer I'm working on right now is a Viking beer. It was consumed probably at least 1,100 years ago, according to the archaeological record. I think that beer is a really phenomenal lens for viewing history and viewing culture throughout time, because it really does seem to unify people from as early as 8500 BCE to the present. The modern consumer, they can come experience what it was that ancient people may have been drinking and then realize that, wow, they're not all that different than we are. And that's what's so fascinating to me, to watch that fluidity from one culture to the next.
When you find a tree that has an apple in it and just discovering new varieties, it's just, I live for that. I'm Andy Brennan. My wife and I, we go around our town and we forage for wild apples, and we make it into a series of ciders based on where the apples are located.
You sell at the Gramercy Tavern.
Yeah, Gramercy Tavern, which I've only eaten at once. I know it's famous, and especially their wine menu is somewhat famous.
Having cider made from wild foraged fruit is really unusual, something that can only be done in very small amounts. What comes out of the bottle is really special.
We go out into the woods. We go to places where apples are not at all influenced by human cultivation. We're searching the woods, and sometimes it's difficult to find the trees. And if the light doesn't hit the silver in the trunk just right, you may not even know it's an apple tree. You're in luck when you find not just one or two, but a whole forest of trees, which sometimes does exist. What I love is discovering varieties that are just so peculiar. You would never find them in a grocery store. The other day we found an apple that has red flesh, so you bite into it and it looks like a pomegranate. They're telling us, press us. takes about 4 hours to grind and press enough juice to fill a barrel. Think of those barrels as bears. It's hibernating. 9 months after you collected the apples, that's when it's ready.
We made tap handles for Budweiser, Goose Island, Miller Lite. You know, I think this is a first with an actual snow globe on a tap handle. Yeehaw Pale Ale. I like this one because it's just a big, awesome looking tap handle. Stiegel, Prescott, and Central Waters, to name a few. I'm Mark Steinhardt, General Manager of AJS Tap Handles. I definitely would try that beer. So a guy walks into a bar, and the first thing he does, if it's me, I look, what's on tap? Certainly the unique tap handles pique your interest and might push you to try that beer. I like this tap handle because I'm a road biker. We're located in Random Lake, Wisconsin, which is about 45 minutes north of Milwaukee. Even though Wisconsin is a rural state, we produce tap handles for the mega breweries on down to the smallest microbrew. We believe we're the largest domestic producer of tap handles here in the U.S. We ship out approximately 500,000 tap handles each year. We can produce the tap handle from start to finish. This is a very detailed tap handle, and I would guess takes about an hour to hand paint all the detail on it. Companies do try to have the most eye-catching, most unique tap handle in the bar. And it is a cross between art and manufacturing. We always say, our tap handle will sell your first beer and your beer will sell the rest.
Kann man das Bierbad austrinken? Schmeckt es gut? Meine Antwort ist dann immer darauf, wenn Sie 37 Grad warmes Bier mögen, Sie können gerne probieren. Es ist nicht giftig, aber es schmeckt bitter. Mein Name ist Sticker Andrea und wir befinden uns hier im Bierschwimmbad, hier in der Brauerei Starkenberg, im Schloss Starkenberg in Darensin, Tirol. Also dieser Raum war vor 15 Jahren noch Teil der Brauerei. Man hat die Brauerei dann umgebaut und da hatte unsere Chefin die Idee, wir könnten hier ein Bierbad machen. In den Gärbottichen der Brauerei bieten wir unseren Gästen jetzt ein Bierschwimmbad an.
Also das Erste, was man wahrnimmt, ist natürlich der Biergeruch. Der sticht natürlich aus hier. Und sind im Wasser ist eigentlich ganz normal, wie in einer Sauna, in einer Therme.
Es ist sehr gut für die Haut und man bekommt eine sehr feine, samtene Haut. Es wird auch empfohlen, sich danach eigentlich nicht zu duschen, weil das dann in die Haut einziehen kann und das also einen auch guten Pflegefaktor hat. Nun ja, ich glaube, die Gründe, warum die Leute im Bier baden möchten, ist, dass es etwas Einmaliges ist. Es wird sonst weltweit nicht angeboten, nicht in dieser Form, nicht in dieser Größe. Wenn Sie unser Bierbad buchen, Sie können sich selber Bier zapfen, Sie können hier etwas essen, Sie können hier etwas trinken. Sie können einfach Spaß haben.
The Old Forge was named Britain's most remote pub by the Guinness Book of World Records.
It's located here in Knoydart, northern Scotland. Nearly everyone who tries to get there dies in the flames.
Okay, this isn't Mordor, but it is tricky. As we found out, one does not simply walk to the Old Forge pub. Plan 1, we take the train.
Isn't that the train from Harry Potter?
Oh, it is. So we pack our gear, jump on the train,
Enjoy the breathtaking scenery,
arrive at the Old Forge,
order a pint, and...
No, it doesn't work. The train doesn't come to Knoydart. It ends in Malek Terminal.
Hey, wait, who is this guy?
My name is JP Robinet and I'm the remotest publican in mainland Britain.
Oh, okay. Plan 2, we'll walk.
Here's the plan. We pack our gear.
Fill up our water bottles.
pack some snacks,
Prepare for the Scottish wilderness.
enjoy the breathtaking scenery,
Arrive at the old forge.
order a pint, and
Well, you could, but to be honest, I don't think you would, because it is an 18 miles hike and it's very boggy. No tracks, just cross country through the highlands. And you could carry all your gears all the way up. I don't know, it's quite difficult. It's 2 days hike, 1 night in a bothy.
Okay, plan 3. We drive. We pack up our gear.
we hire a car.
Make it a 4x4 and hit the road. Enjoy the breathtaking scenery.
Arrive at the old forge, order a pint, and
It's totally impossible to drive here. The nearest road is 18 miles from here. So you need to park in Mali and jump on a boat. Full time, I would say around 130 people live on the peninsula. Of course, the tourism is the main part of our business. We're really busy between the 1st of March and mid-October. We've got the backpackers and hikers because we're on one of the 2 best hikes in Scotland here. Here is totally unspoiled. Knoydart is clearly the last British wilderness.
Okay, final plan. We take the ferry.
we pack our gear, buy a ticket,
Get on the ferry. Enjoy the breathtaking scene. Oh my God, there are 3 whales right next to the boat.
literally.
Arrive in Knoydart, wave goodbye to the ferry captain, arrive at the old forge, order a pint, and...
You made it.
In the southern part of Croatia, in the peninsula of Pelješac, there is a winemaker that does things a little differently.
Medi Bajurin I proizvodim vino ispod mora.
That's right, this winery ages their wine 75 feet beneath the sea's surface. After growing up around many traditional winemakers, Edie had an idea to combine his 2 favorite pastimes, scuba diving and drinking wine. So he decided to try an aged wine in the sea.
Moja prvotna ideja je bio da stavimo vino u glinenu amforu I kao takvu polegnemo u more.
To avoid any leaks in these ancient storage jars, Edie uses a glass bottle to keep the wine in and salt water out. He uses custom-made cages that line the seafloor to hold the wine in place.
Boca stoji obrnuto, gornji dio, to jest čep stoji u odnosu na dno naprema dole. U rasponu od 1,5 do 2 godine I niko to ne dira. Ali u biti inače se preveravaju svako 15 dana se zaranja da se vidi što je I kako nastaje. Boravi na temperaturama koje su idealne za održavanje crnoga vina I što je najvažnija stvar naša, da boravi u tišini. Ova tišina je jedan od faktora s kojom mi želimo dati jednu notu prilikom kušanja vina.
And to Edie, it's this silence that differentiates his unique underwater wine from the pack.
Zato što u svim podrumima tokom godine se radi, vazda se odmiču neki predmeti, vazda se nešto radi, vazda se nešto odmiče, pomiče. Svi ti zvukovi koji se događaju u podrumima sigurno utječu, jer to je jedan živi organizam, utječu na vino. Vino dobiva drugačiji I puniji okus nego što je vino u boci normalno pakirano. Ja mogu osjetiti razliku, a svakako ljudi koji su baš u tom biznisu, poznati sommelieri, sigurno će primijetiti jako veliku razliku.